Hello everyone, Steve from Straight Fire Picks here. We got best bets for NBA on Saturday, December 18th, 2021. We got NBA spreads and player props here for you today that I think are great value bets for this Saturday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 1,100 subscribers here by the end of the week, guys. And I can't do it without you, so please hit that like and subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, please also consider hitting that like button. It really does help us out, grow the channel, which is what we're trying to do, you know. Be sure to also check out our community Discord page. It's a great place to connect with our community. I'll have a link down in the comment section and in the description to that. A lot of great things happening in our Discord. It's a great resource to get additional bets, to get new ideas. We really do have a lot of fun in there. So be sure to also put your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now results from the previous episode. So it was another heater yesterday, guys. Went 3-1. That's what we want to do here at the channel. It was a very good day for us. A couple of narrow wins and a narrow loss. So we were able to cash the Damian Lillard over 3.5 rebounds. He finished the game with 4, so we were able to cash that. We were able to cash the Warriors spread -3. They ended up winning by 4. It really shouldn't have been that close, but they blew a 20-point lead and almost gave it up on us, but we were able to cash that. We were also able to cash Monte Morris over 19.5 PRAs. Cash that bet easily. You cash it just with his points, so love that. The only miss was Kyle Lowry over 2.5 threes. He had 2 threes in the first half. We just needed 1 3-pointer in the second half to get the sweep, and he just didn't want to do it for us. But what can he do? Such is life. We've been on a heater, though, here in the NBA, guys. Like I said, 3-1 yesterday, 41-28 in our last 69 NBA picks. So we love seeing that. We want to keep that going. Let's get after it today, guys. Let's get this 3-0 here today. So let's get right into our picks. At number 1, we are going with the Cleveland Cavaliers +1 spread here versus the Milwaukee Bucks at -110 odds. So the Cavs, guys, are 23-5-2 against the spread this season. That is an NBA best at this point by quite a large margin. They're 11-2-1 on the road against the spread as well. They've just been playing great. They've won their last 5 games here recently by double digits, and really, some of those games weren't even that close. If you go back and look at the games, they were up by 30 in a bunch of those games. So they've been really killing it, and they play great team basketball every night on the defensive end, and lately even on the offensive end. They're second in the NBA in defensive efficiency for the year. So they've been great on defense all year. They're 16th in offensive efficiency, which is up from where they were. They're actually 5th in offensive efficiency in the last 3 games. So they've played very well here lately. Going up against a Milwaukee team that's expected not to have either of the Antetokounmpo brothers, Giannis and Thanasis, both expected out here. So that's obviously very good. Even if Giannis were to somehow play, which I don't believe he can because he's in NBA protocols, but even if he were to somehow play, I would still like this play anyway. The Cavs have just been so good lately. I just think they're a better team. I really do at this point. I think they're starting to really prove it, right? I mean, every game they're just showing up. They haven't gotten beat by a lot in any game this year, really. They've been in every single game that they play, just about. So they've really played well. We don't have any real serious injury news here for the Cavs. Anything crazy new anyway. Okoro's going to be out. That didn't bother me at all. He had 0 points last time these two teams met. Okoro, I don't really see Okoro being a huge piece. They could live without Okoro. Even though, it's definitely going to mess him as far as the depth goes. He's one of those guys I just don't worry about not having him on the floor. That he's replaceable. We can replace 0 points pretty easily, I think. Just spitting the facts, guys. It is what it is. Mobley, the center, also listed as questionable for this game for the Cavs. But again, that doesn't concern me too much. Hopefully he plays, though. Love to have our full complement of players. As long as Jarrett Allen's on the floor and Darius Garland's on the floor, that's really the 2 big things I'm looking at here. And they both have lines out. They both look like they're available for this game. It is early in the day. If you looked across the lines today in the NBA, it is a little bit crazy just because, of all the COVID stuff going on. So it's hard to find good picks, but we did find a few. But yeah, I love this bet here today, guys. Rolling with the Cavs, you can't go wrong with it. So love it there for our number one pick. Cleveland Cavaliers +1 spread here versus the Milwaukee Bucks at -110 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with Darius Garland over 7.5 assists here for the Cleveland Cavaliers at +106 odds. So I love the plus value on this. I love the fact that, like we said, no Antetokounmpos here for the Bucks, so that should create some opportunities here in the middle, particularly to Jarrett Allen. So the connection between Darius Garland and Jarrett Allen should be there for sure. I don't see the Bucks slowing that tandem down tonight, and I think that's going to be the big problem here. But I see Garland here going over pretty easily. He cashed with 9 assists his last game versus the Bucks, and that was with Giannis on the floor, so I love seeing that. He's cashed in 4 of his last 5 games on the road, so we love seeing that. He's 7-6 in his last 13 games overall to this line with 2 hooks. So that means he finished 2 of those games with 7 assists. So easily could be 9-4 there. He has been really good here lately. I mean, he's had a bunch of games where he's gone over 10 assists, and he's just been a very efficient point guard. And it's a great matchup for him. Bucks allow the 6th most assists to point guards, so we love seeing that. Garland's really been, just what he's done this season has been really impressive. I also considered his PRA line, but he only put up 10 points actually his last game versus the Bucks. But he put up, like I said, there 9 assists. They're going to need him to score the ball a little bit more though today as well. So I think he will score the ball more. So you could definitely look at his PRA line as well, which is at 30.5, which I think is also a very solid bet there for Garland. So like I said, Garland playing great, guys. He's one of the better, young point guards that we have right now. Really been picking it up lately, so I love it there for our number 2 pick. Darius Garland over 7.5 assists here for the Cleveland Cavaliers at +106 odds. Okay, and finally at number 3, we're going with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 27.5 points and rebounds here for the Oklahoma City Thunder at -120 odds. So Shai is 4-2 in his last 6 games to this line, so it's very solid, obviously there. He averages 22 points per game and 5 rebounds per game at home versus 21.4 and 4.2 on the road. So his numbers are definitely a little bit better here at home. He gets a little bit of a boost. He cashed his last time he played the Clippers pretty easily too with 28 points and 7 rebounds. And it is a great matchup. So, I looked at the matchup first and I was like, oh, let's see if it played out that way. Well, it did play out that way. The Clippers allowed the 11th most points to point guards and the 6th most rebounds to point guards. It was, Shai's, very solid rebounding game there for Shai as he hit his overs there for rebounds and points. So, love seeing that, guys. I think we're getting some good, really good value here. We're only looking for 27.5. And, in 2021, Shai is actually 3-0 versus the Clippers to this line. So he cashed it in 2 meetings, last NBA season, but in 2021. So he's cashed it in his last 3 here versus the Clippers. So I love seeing that. Obviously, would love to give him, see him get off to a great start. I think, honestly, he should cash this pretty easily. Kind of like early in the season there. Like I said, 28.7 rebounds. He's really played well lately. Like I said, 4-2 in the last 6 to this line. He's had a bunch of games here recently over 30 points or in the very high 20s, so we love seeing that. And just, look for this cash. Like I said, he, performs a little bit better at home as well, so I love seeing that. So, love it there, guys, for our number 3 pick. Our third and final pick, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, over 27.5 points and rebounds here for the Oklahoma City Thunder at -120 odds. Okay, guys, and that's going to do it for our picks for today. As you can see, just 3 picks today. I didn't want to force anything. I was really trying to find, some more stuff this morning, but it was just very difficult. There was a lot of lines down because of all the COVID stuff. There was no totals available, 0. So, very difficult to pick good bets here, but we were able to find a few that I think are great bets here today. But you don't want to force any bets on a day like today. You don't need to, right? I also considered, in the early game there, Eric Gordon's over for PRAs. I think that's still a solid look. I just wasn't confident enough to ship it. I like plays that to me are locks, right? Gordon over 22.5 PRAs, though, was a heavy consideration for me there versus the Pistons. So, like I said, don't force anything today. It's like we can load up more tomorrow if we have some good lines out. But like I said, not a lot of great lines out this morning, so we're not going to force anything crazy. If you guys are looking behind me, we do have some merchandise available on our website at straightfirepicks.com. We have t-shirts and right now hoodies. These are actually front and back. So there's a cool little design on the back of this too. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. Yeah, well, you guys get the idea. It's just, the other half of our logo there on the back. But I figured I'd let you guys know about that. If I never say nothing about it, you'll never know it exists. So if you guys are interested in supporting the channel in that way and you want to get a shirt or something for the holidays or whatever, yeah, check it out, straightfirepicks.com. I appreciate all your guys' support. It's kind of like your way of supporting. Other people have different ways of doing it. I guess that's how we're doing it for now. So I appreciate all of you. I really do. Regardless of whether you buy a shirt or not, I don't. That's up to you. But love you guys. Appreciate all of your support here at the channel. We like to have fun here. We like to keep it real. If we don't, then what's the point, right? One of our NFL best bets video coming out here later tonight. Around 8 o'clock, we'll have our NFL best bets video coming out for Sunday, and we'll also have our Sunday night video coming out tonight as well. So be sure to look for those. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.